Hello, I'm Lidia and this is my 1976 Dodge Chinook. I got this thing in December and since then I've been restoring it. So I want to show you all the improvements and all the upgrades that I've done on this project. I really didn't do much to it. I replaced the battery, I put a new battery, I did a full tune-up to the engine. I replaced all the fluids and the filters and basically it's running really well. It has no leaks right now, low mileage. I have 64,000 miles right now on the engine. I will have to rebuild the carburetor soon, hopefully work on the suspension. When I first got it, I had a drain somewhere on the system that was draining my battery, so every time I was starting I had no juice, so I had to jump start the van every day for a few weeks until we find out what it was going on. Rewired the whole dashboard. That took weeks to fix. Shout out to my mechanic Bobby, because I don't think many mechanics would be knowledgeable, capable, or willing to do it, so I'm really lucky. I know Bobby. This was really difficult to figure out. Really difficult. Recently I painted the spare tire. It was looking really rough, so I spray painted it with what I had left from fixing this step that I also restored. It looked really bad. I also added this rubber so it's not slippery when you go in and out. And I used what it was left of this rubber on the front of the cockpit area, and it tied up everything really good with the mats. So I'm really happy with these little projects on the back and the front. When I first got this van, the floors weren't in good conditions, so I removed the floors and I replaced them with these ones. They are 70s style. They're way much brighter. These floors make this place look much bigger, so I think it was a great move. I think the van looks so much cooler now. It's such a vibe being in here. It feels more like the 70s now than before. The floors are not finished. There is some areas that I still have to work on, but overall, I love them. My gas tank gauge wasn't working. Maybe it just ran out of gas. Because one of the things I've been working this week is in my sending unit for the gas tank, because I don't know how much gas I have. So me and my mechanic Bobby, we replaced the sensor on it. Now I know how much gas I have on the tank, because when I bought it I just never knew how much gas I had on the tank. So now I know. When I first got this Chinook, these two walls right here, they weren't in very good conditions. I had to do something. It was a really easy fix, so it was one of the first things I tackled when I started the renovations. I added some fake tile right here because when I'm washing the dishes, I splashed some water here. And it's also really easy to clean. I feel it's a little bit more durable than the wallpaper, so I think it's a great addition as well. I did the same thing right here on the cover of the stove, and it matches perfectly with the wall, so when this is up you don't even know that this is the cover of the stove. It just looks really pretty. I think it's calming and beautiful, the vibes of the restoration. Originally there was an AC unit right here. It was so big, super old, it wasn't efficient, it drained so much energy and power, and it was obnoxious, too much weight, so I decided to remove it and instead adding a Skylight, and I love it. You can have 3 different modes with this Skylight: completely blacked out with the back screen, or completely open like right now. This van originally had carpet all over. I wanted to keep the carpet, but not that old carpet, so I decided to replace it with the same carpet but in different color, and I chose some chocolate brown. I used this same headliner on the back door as well, and the upholstery, guys, looks really professional. In my opinion, gives a quality. It seems like more expensive now. It was like the same green that I had on that wall. It was like really dirty and it looked really bad, and now everything looks fresh and brand new. The oven works fantastic since day one. In fact, We're making some pizza right now. I use these Indian flat breads for my quick pizzas, and they're working really good on the oven, and I love it.
Long time we not no nice time, so we decide to go and to the club tonight. With the queen by me side and the spliff I like. The stress build up inside now seems so light. Like fresh cut, fresh shave, just bathe. And me babes she a put on a dress and a makeup.
In this bathroom, I haven't done much. I replaced the mirror for a bigger one. I had some fake tile left over from the project on the kitchen, so I used it and put it here on the bathroom as well. I painted white the medicine cabinet, so the bathroom looks much bigger now. I also added some storage to put my beauty products. Also replaced the vent cover because it was completely pitch black and it wasn't translucent, and I added a new one and it's much brighter in here. It's really small but effective. Coming from not having a bathroom, this is a mansion, so I love my little bathroom. So one of my biggest upgrades has been the electrical system. When it comes to live off the grid, for this van, I chose the RB5 from Bluetti. So far has been game changer. It's the best electrical system I've ever had in a van, hands down. I'm self-sufficient out here on the beach. I will never run out of power. I received a lot of questions about how my solar setup works and the components, so I'm gonna try to show you today as best as I can. As you can see right now, I'm charging my computer right here with these new outlets that I also installed. They are connected to my RV5. I have a few of these outlets all over the van. So as you can see, I am charging the Elite 30 with the RV5 right now, and I've been doing this every other day because I keep this one charged up to use them outside when I go on the beach and I'm laying down and I have to charge my phone and other little things that I'm using. And that's how I keep the banana light on. The RB5 is not just a battery, it's basically the brain of the RB power system. It combines your inverter charger, your solar input, your alternator charging, and protection all in one system. I use some parts of my closet area and underneath the fridge to install this solar setup. It's also a 48 volt system, and that means that it's more efficient and it wastes less energy. I love the Bluetti app because I don't have to move from the couch to turn on and off the AC. You can check on the battery levels on the e-panel or on your phone, so you don't have to guess anymore about how much battery you're consuming or you have left on your system. I installed the Bluetti thin flexible solar panels. There are 6 of them, 100 watts each, a total of 600. I have 3 ways of charging the batteries at this moment from the solar panels. Also, while I'm driving, I hooked it up to the alternator and it's charging the battery as well. And if I hook it up to shore power, I can also charge it up as well. It's a really easy setup, super clean, very powerful, very efficient. Cables and elements label, and you just have to follow the steps. It is much easier to install than other solar setups in the market, guys, by following the guidelines and the step-by-step. In my honest opinion, the best one in the market as right now. So click down here on the video to check for the link and a special discount code for any other products in the Bluetti website. So check it out right here on the video description. Tell me what you think about the RV5 and if you have any other questions. I've been putting it to the test. I've been using really powerful things. I've been unstoppable living off the grid with the RV5. I also added a lot of plants because I love having plants in my house. To be quite honest, I don't know what happened to this plant. I have it for 2 months and it's been doing really good, but suddenly some kind of dots appear to all the leaves, and I'm afraid some kind of fungus or bug or something got to the plant and now I don't know what to do with it. So if you know anything about this in the comments, it has like some dots in every leaf now. I don't know what it is. I water this thing once a week. I've been doing the same thing for 2 months and now this happened. So I don't know, guys. Well, if she die, I'll get another one. Another improvement I've done is adding a dash cam system. I am recording from the front and back and now from inside as well. It's helping me so much when I'm parking, when I'm backing up, all my blind spots. So that's a great improvement and I'm super stoked that I have this on this Chinook. It's like the most advanced technology in the most old school van there is right now. There are a lot of things that I still have to work on. I need to get a new water heater. I need to fix the suspension on this vehicle. A few things that I have to finish, like the floors. I also have to fix this area where I move the fridge because all of this is unfinished. Living in the vehicle that you're renovating is not easy. It's been hard work, guys, and it hasn't been smooth sailing. A lot of things went wrong. I had to deal with a lot of problems that we didn't know how to figure it out. That's why you don't see many YouTube channels renovating old RVs and vehicles like I do, because you encounter with way more problems than when you build something that is brand new. When you get a vintage vehicle, you know that it's gonna be hard work. I do it because I love preserving older vehicles. I'm not a fan of having an electric vehicle that can remotely be disconnected. I much rather have a carburetor engine and no electronics in my vehicle, sticking to what it works and keeping it on the road. And I think that's much better than getting new vehicles on the road that are good for the environment. And I think I did a pretty good job keeping it with the 70s style and aesthetics of the era. Close to 70% of you guys watching my channel are not subscribed. So please, 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 please subscribe, because it will help me out so much to make these videos for you guys. And I really need to know what you want to see more on this channel. So I'm thinking of making videos comparing van life versus RV life. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video about that or something else. I just want to know what you want to watch so that you can subscribe. Okay, so make sure to subscribe. Tell me what you want to watch next. And see you on the next one, guys. Mwah.
So it's got a notch on it.
Has like
Hold
some
it.
stoppers. And this is like, I know people that they've done it with wood.
I can make that out of a piece of pipe.
Yeah.
I got steel
Exactly.
pipe. I have
I
steel
didn't know
pipe.
someone that didn't know. Yeah.
And then
This
make
is,
that in plywood out of
I
it.
know people don't have these, so you just fly away. But I'm not that person. You can do it on tile,
So
you can
you
do
can
it
eat
here.
it.